Hi guys, this is just a super little quick video to show you how I put, oops, I should have had it open ready. How I put the whole Christmas card into the journal as a page. A few people asked me after I showed this Christmas journal the other day. So I thought I'd just quickly show you. It's super easy, like there's no tricks or anything. All it is this whole Christmas card has been put in as a regular page in the journal. And so I've put one in each center of the signature. So this is the center page of the signature. Then all I've done is, once I've sewn the signature together into the spine, I've then just glued the sides to make a pocket. So if you look in the card, and you can't see down there, it's too dark, but my stitching is in the center there. And let me show you what I mean. So I'll just pop this aside. So just assume this is the signature of a journal you've just started putting together. So when you go to sew the signature in, so I've got pages, 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 just like you normally do. Then in the very center, I've just put a Christmas card that's open. So now, do what you normally do. Sew your signature in to the spine of your journal cover. And then you'll have the two strings hanging from the center here. And then all I've done is, once this is sewn in, so you know what I mean, sew all your signatures into your journal cover. Then once this has been sewn into the cover, all I've really done, I've just put a bit of glue there and a bit of glue there, and then squished it together so that it sticks. And then now you've got a page that turns. Oops, I'm getting low battery, so I better be quick. So now you've just got a pocket that turns. So that's all it is. There was no trick or anything. Some people might put it, you know, on another page. So when you turn the pages of your journal, it's just a single page like that. I just put it in the center because I like to make a little pocket in the center just to hide the stitching. Sometimes I don't hide the stitching because, you know, you like to hang a little charm or something off it. But most of the times, yeah, I just hide it. But one thing I do is, see how the Christmas card, you know, both top and bottom are flat. So sometimes if you make a pocket, it can be hard to, you know, open and get into that pocket. So what I often do is just the front piece. So just the front cover. Sometimes I just trim it down so that the back is a little bit longer so that you can get into it, or I might put a little nook. So I'll show you what I mean. And I did it with these three. So my first one, this one, you'll see the front of the card is shorter than the back of the card, just because I trimmed it down. But on this one, you could actually see some writing on the back of the card. So I just stuck a bit of red, I think that was just some red magazine, you know, out of a magazine, a page that had a red image or something. I've just put some red paper there just to hide the writing. And so now the front is shorter so you can get in and out of the pocket easier. The other one, this one I didn't want to trim the whole edge of the card because I didn't want to cut off Santa's hand and his little Christmas carol book. So I've just put a little triangle, like a little, you know, chink in the card. Just chopped a little triangle. A lot of people use a half circle punch, but I don't have a circle punch. I do have a kind of crappy one, but it gets stuck. Yeah, so I just put a little nick. That way you can put your finger there and turn, pull whatever's in there in and out easy. The third signature, what did I do with that one? I think that was just a Christmas card as well. If I could find it. Yeah, this one I put a silver card, and this one I've done the same. Actually, this one, the front of the card is shorter than the back, but the little strip that I cut off the front of the card, I glued to the back of the card, just so that it was, you could see the whole, because I didn't like how the front of the card was silver and then the back was white. So I've just glued that strip onto the back so that it's still all silver. Does that make sense? Okay, that's it. So, actually, I'll show you one more little thing that I sometimes do as well with that. Where's a journal? Sorry, I'm really unprepared. Okay. This is a different journal. What I sometimes do as well is here. So this is kind of the same thing, but you'll see that this one has stitching. So this is kind of like fake stitched together. What I mean is the front and the back are not actually stitched together. So all I've done, this was, what was this? I've used, if you can see in there, it's actually one of those gardening pages. There's these gardening folders that have kind of a thick paper in the center. And I always buy those folders because they have really pretty gardening images on them. But there is a section on there on, you know, garden pests and composting and all that. And those pictures are really ugly, but I still want to use the gardening cards up. I don't want to put it in the bin. So sometimes I just glue some fabric on. So this is fabric covered on top of the gardening page. And then all I've done is stitched around it before I stitch the signature in. So if you think of this card as that center gardening piece with fabric on it, and you don't have to put fabric, you can do it with this card as well. Open it up, just do a zigzag stitch or decorative stitch, whatever stitch, just right around. Then when you fold it and put it in and sew it in, glue there, and now you've got a pocket that looks like it's been stitched together, but it's not, like this one. Okay, that's it. Oh, actually, I've had this journal thrown aside for a while, but I don't know why. I should do a flip through that one. It's a real junky one. Okay, anyway, that's it. I hope that answered your question. And yeah, don't worry about like how silly the question may seem or feel, or like if honestly there's so many people that are new to junk journaling, and yeah, things like that where you see a whole pocket and you don't know how did they put that in. Don't feel silly to ask. The best way to learn is to ask questions. And you know, I was always taught when you're learning something, you know, there are no dumb questions. So yeah, feel free to ask anything. I don't have any secrets. Nothing I do is difficult, honestly. And it's just little tips and tricks like that that can, you know, help you grow as a creator. And don't feel stupid to ask something. Seriously, I ask dumb questions all the time. You should see some of the questions I ask in mixed media and stuff. And I mean, when I say dumb questions, I mean questions that I think are dumb because I feel that they're basic, but of course they're not. And people are always happy to answer questions. Well, some people. I don't know why, but I feel there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that want to keep secrets. I don't know why, but most people are really forthcoming with information. And if you want to know something, ask. Don't worry if you think it's a little thing like this. Even if it's what glue do you use, or I don't know, like things that you might feel are basic, don't be afraid to ask. chances are there's always someone else as well that wants to know the answer to that question, but they were too afraid to ask. So don't be afraid to ask, and thank you for those couple of people that did ask. Anyway, I hope that helped you, and that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.